Okay, it's Saturday, and apparently there's a park over by my house where I guess it's some type of historical park. And anyways, they have trails in here. So I think this is pretty cool, living the laid-back life that I live. The weather's like perfect. It's like almost 70 degrees today. The wind is blowing, nice cool breeze. As you can see, I'm looking like me. But anyways, I'm just following this trail. Hopefully it don't lead to somewhere I get lost or nothing like that. But it is what it is. But it's just my my peaceful day. It's Saturday. You know, you work hard all week. Look at that. That tree trunk is pretty cool. You work hard all week, and you take care of all your business. You just be good to everybody that you possibly can, and you do your best everywhere you go. And then, in your alone time, in your free time, when it's time to just be with you and God, you know, just basically get your thoughts together. Come to places like this, where you do things like this. Everybody has their, you know, me time. But I guess this is my me time, which lately, I mean, I guess for a while, I've had a lot of me time. It's been good for me. Sometimes that me time feels lonely, but at the end of the day, it's what's best for me most times. To just be alone, getting myself together more and more and more, getting ready for all the things that I actually have to do on a daily basis. But anyway, I think this trail is pretty cool. Just walking through, I mean, they got some serious crevices. I haven't seen anything as dense like this since I was in Alabama. But, oh well. Alabama, though, I think this is probably way safer than Alabama, because Alabama, they had the real deal snakes and watch out for this and watch out for that. Basically stuff out all deep in the woods that could kill you. So I'm just thankful I don't have to deal with nothing like that. Wow. So coming up around this ravine here, it looks like I ran into what appears to be a creek of water. Wow. You wouldn't even think, when you think of Texas, that, you know, this will be out here. But deep in the heart of Texas, I even see fish down in that water. Of course, somebody threw some tires down in there too, way further up. That's funny. Oh well. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what else we come up on. But I know I got a mother. She traveled the world, kind of going on adventures, seeing all kind of things, and it's just amazing. When I put that in relation to me, I don't probably really travel around the whole world, but I definitely see a lot of things, different places, stuff that's like, wow, you actually have that. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I wonder if there's any people up in this part, but more than likely, no. Look at that. I guess that this trail picks up where that water is. Look at this. That's amazing right there. You see all the deep roots of this tree? It's coming out off a ledge. And then it's just hanging over the bank of that water down there. Wow. Yep, you gotta love that. I bet you many people come in here in the evenings and stuff like that and just had them a good old time. Back in my day, this would have been my off in the cut spot. But I don't have no off in the cut spots to do the stuff I used to do anymore. And I praise God for that every single day. You know, a lot of people been losing their battles with addiction lately. I saw the guy from Crisscross on TV, and then it hit home even close to me with Mark Martos. He was a counselor in Alabama when I was out there getting myself together. And apparently they found him dead in his bed about 2 days ago, apparent overdose. And it's just sad because, I know just easily, I was probably only one step for going down that path for my own personal life. But God saw fit not to let that happen. For me, for my part, I just decided that there were reasons, real valid reasons, why I should not continue down the path that I was going. And one of them at the top of my list was, of course, my son Bryce. Every day that I fought to stay straight and to do the things that I needed to do to be straight, I did, thinking about him. And, it's impossible to be a father if you're not in position. And then I knew that it would really break my heart to not be able to be his dad, because though I've had a dad, and I actually have a wonderful father, and God has blessed me with a stepfather as well. He's a great man. There was just times in my life where there wasn't, a man there, and that's when, so basically I just know how that feels, and I know the effects of that. And because of that, I refuse to, let that happen to my son. These young boys and these kids and our sons and our daughters, they really need us. But sometimes our own foolishness can go ahead and overshadow that. But that's what I was determined not to let happen. That was like at the top of my list of reasons why. But in the process of all of that, I just wanted to be successful. Not successful in the sense of money, cars, and clothes. I just wanted to make happy the people that I love. And my mother didn't want me to struggle. My sisters, my family, everybody that knows me wants me to win. So I wanted to win for them, if not for anything, not because I like them, but because I absolutely love them. And anybody you love, you'll do something for. So it's just reasons. It's just reasons that you put on your list, that you put yourself for which way you want to go, which is an absolutely destructive way. It's just reasons that you don't go that way. So I end up not going that way. And I'm just thankful every day. Now, people ask me all the time, they're like, well, you don't have any, urges to do blase squat or go drink or smoke. I'm like, well, I have the type of urges that's on the same lines of everything else in life that we shouldn't do. Oh, let me go sleep with that girl, or I have all those type of urges, and I have the same type of discipline not to do those things. It's like, okay, I'm not going to go drink, or I'm not going to go sleep with that girl. I'm not going to go to that party, not because something wrong with that party, because, something I might do at that party. I might as well skip the whole temptation of it. So it's just me nipping it in the bud. The Bible says, give no place for the devil, like make no room for him. Provide no space for it to actually go down. So me, I don't make room for things to happen that I don't want to happen, that I know shouldn't happen. But that's pretty much just a testimony. I'm just living it, and I'm gonna live it day in and day out. And then I noticed too, another point is that I've been doing some things so I could stay straight. And those are the things, just eating good, taking care of myself. I actually, I go to the gym as a regular routine. I remember when I was smoking all the time, I was coughing. I had to go buy me an inhaler, and, it was just silly looking. Just, you got this asthma type pump, but then you still smoking. And, that's what I would be doing. When I was married at the time, and My wife couldn't even lay on my chest because I couldn't breathe. But those are the things that you know, when you caught in a place that you shouldn't be in, when you just stuck in sin, you know, things that don't even sound right or things that just absolutely aren't right, you go ahead and end up dealing with. But it came a day, you know, where all of that went away. Where I didn't have to, you know, where I just decided, hey, how you doing? All right. So where I just decided that I wasn't going to do that anymore. I wasn't going to live like that anymore. And the main thing about it, it was because of the things that was worth it. It was because of the things that was worth it. So today is another day in my life where I just learned to be content. I wake up every day and I think about all the people who are doing, you know, things that maybe I would like to be doing. And you even see the stuff on Facebook, or they at this event, or they're talking with these people, or, you know, they just got this particular item or whatever. You know, me being just a genuine good person, I'm always happy when I see people doing stuff. But there's the other side of me where I feel like, man, I wish I could be doing all of that stuff. But not so much so at, you know, once I've lived life enough to know that everything that everybody else does is not necessarily for me. I'm not here to just be able to do everything. Because if I do some of the stuff that other people do, it'll literally take me out. So therein lies my dilemma, where I just have to get up every day and say, okay, Lord, you know, I want to go do this stuff that other people doing, but what is it that you have for me to do today? I know you don't have a boring day laid out for me unless I just decide I want to be bored. Let me listen and be quiet and find out what is it. I'm going to take this feeling that I have, A. I'm going to take what I desire, B. But I'm going to have you see me through it to make all of this happen your way. See, because I know that God don't have no problem with me getting out and doing some things. I know he don't really have any issue with me having some fun. But he would like me to do it his way, because his way is the safe way. His way is the way that don't even really hurt my pockets. His way is the way that don't hurt my body by putting something in it that I ain't supposed to. His way is, you know, helping somebody while I'm actually getting help. And his way is just perfect. So I get up every day, I look for his way. See, because he's a good father, he's a good God. He wants me to have good things as well. It's not like he's a God that just don't want you to do stuff. But if you patient and deal with him about what you want to do, then you'll find, bam, you'll hit the sweet spot. That's what I call it. But you just end up doing things that are just outright amazing. It's awesome. So that's what happened to me like today. All I know is that I wanted to go somewhere. I knew that I had paid my bills. I don't really need to be spending no money right now. But I wanted to go and get out. It even flashed through my mind that, you know, wow, I would just love to meet some people. You know, socialize. I don't know. That'll be a good thing for me to do. And I got dressed. I got in the car. And I pulled out the driveway. But that was the moment. I didn't just pull out the driveway all fast or whatever. I was talking to God the whole time, asking for direction. And I believe in my heart that I was prompted and led to just come to this park. And I'm just so elated right now and happy that, you know, I'm out doing something that's not bothering nobody, that's not hurtful to me, that's not hurtful to anyone, and it's just a good look. So that's the type of God I serve, where he just take care of business. for me. Meanwhile, back at the house, I had already took out some chicken, some leg quarters and stuff, and seasoning them up and put them in a mixing bowl. And them things are marinating right as we speak in the refrigerator, so that when I do get back up to the house, I can fire up the grill and cook some food. So God just, you know, he had me have it going on like that. And that's why I'm good with the Lord. So I just really appreciate God for being God all in my life. Look at this. This is wonderful. I don't know if you can see this on this camera that I'm using, but I'm gonna kind of walk on down here. Just be careful. Ain't nobody trying to fall in the water, but if I do, your boy is gonna make it. 'Cause dying in the creek bed is not in the cards. I wonder if they got crawfish and stuff like this in that water. I do see a duck on further up the creek right there. This has to absolutely be just an awesome, wonderful park. Well, let's see if I can find my way on back to where I done came from. This is really, really cool. So another day, I'm going to walk it back on out this way, see if I can get which way is the way. Oh, I see. I've come out on the other side. Nice. So, as you see, I didn't start the tape when I came in. I came in through another entrance. And this is obviously a whole side entrance. So this park here has an amphitheater. Maybe one day I come out here and do a concert or something and get my what's happening on. But don't look like I could come out this way. I got to take the trail. So let's go back in the garden. Let's keep it moving. So I'm just real happy where I'm at, but I know that I'm definitely, not satisfied. There's so much that I want to do. And rather than really talk about point by point the things that I want to do, what I actually do is just wake up every day and do the best with what I have to work with. And have faith that I'll get to the things that I want to do. That's the gap that bridges between what I want to do and what I'm actually doing. You have to do what's in front of you in order to get to the things that you would like to do. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just holding it down that way. But it is what it is. So I'm coming around the bend here. Looks like a lot of people come in here and jog. I think I might try that out tomorrow or something. So I've been looking to do some cardio. Even just with this walk, I feel like my heartbeat, has picked up. But back to what I was saying, now that, my other audience, the people that's just jogging, I'm not trying to walk through the park preaching to people or anything like that. And I hope this is not really considered preaching. It's more like, my actual real life. This is how I live. This is what I do. And all these circumstances and things that I've gone through have brought me to this place. And, my heart goes out, though, to the people who've crossed my path. Those who I'm good with and those who I'm not so good with. But The ones I'm not so good with, I really, really wish that I could be. But, you know, I can't control mostly other people. I can't control anyone. Meaning if someone decides that, you know, look, they're just not going to be in your life or not going to operate in forgiveness or be bitter or whatever, then there's nothing that I really could do about that. But what I can do, I could continue to operate in love. I could continue to operate, you know, in forgiveness. I could love by leaving alone. But either way, whoever it is and what situation it may require, my response, you know, is going to be love. The way love would react to, you know, people. People who, and then, you know, you got people who are absolute haters. How do you respond to haters who with love? Well, some haters you just got to leave alone. Some haters, you know, you're not a doormat. Some haters you got to say, hey, hater, you know, that's enough. And then some haters, when they hate, it actually builds you up. But either way, no matter good or bad, I'm going to find what's coming to me, the purpose of it, so it can strengthen me, so I could be a better me, so I could become a better person, so I could do what I was sent here to do, so I could do God's will for my life. And I know a big part of that and the big understanding is, you know, God just wants us to be really more than conquerors, to conquer all of this foolishness, to overcome all the bad in the world, to really be a light against all the darkness that you see. Now, I know that that's like some statements people actually heard, but what that looks like in tangible things is that people are doing bad things to you, around you, and even on the airwaves. And what we have to do when we see these things is actually be a light. Be a light. And I know those are not specific situations, but if you have any life in your body or your bones, you'll know that that applies to somewhere that's going on with you in your life. Well, it looks like I've reached my destination from the part. I have absolutely, positively enjoyed this. This has been wonderful. And we'll come on over here, get in this car, and I'll probably play this back after I get in the truck to see how it came out. Didn't plan to do this today, but I'm glad that God had a plan. Except, you know, He ordered my steps, as I'm going to continue to let Him do. All right, fam. Peace be with you. Love you. Love you all to life. One.